This is Jim Sawyer for CapitalismInCrisis.org. Look out, capitalism's got a bug in it, a bomb, linked to some stealthy economic event. Think last century, the Great Depression, tick, tick, tick. Actually, there are two time bomb bugs lurking beneath capitalism's surface. One bears Adam Smith's imprint, so let's start there and then peer into bug number two later. Imagine after 2 centuries, Smith returns from the dead to advise President Trump. Yup, awash in fake news and conspiracy theories, why not also a zombie presidential advisor? Imagine our unique creation, fantasy capitalism software, Zombienomics version 1.0. It's about adherents pledging undying allegiance to the ideas and the ideals of some long-dead economist. Hail Adam Smith! We program our superhero's re-entry from the dead at a D.C. area Audi dealership. Smith picks up some edgy wills, and then Zombienomics shoots him immediately to the White House. Once inside, President Trump greets him warmly. How do we drain the economic swamp? The prez asks. Just stick to basics, mutters the first economist, adjusting his rad sunglasses as he fidgets with his powdered wig. What basics? asked Trump. You know, screw government, Smith smirks humorously. Already doing that, Trump exudes. It's more nuanced, cautions Smith, oblivious to the time warp of his own doctrine cemented 2 centuries earlier. Actually, minimal government is okay in an Adam Smith-type 18th century world, but darn minimal. A sheriff to keep the peace, protect capitalist property rights, and little else. Smith's sheriff would never collect taxes, nor enforce government regulations, adherents believe. Donald Trump stands resolutely with this vision. Check that. Donald Trump and the 115th congressional majority stand resolutely for rolling back post-World War II norms, rolling back much of a century of macroeconomic policy, rolling back even the progressive income tax. Smith's free market economics once was the best we could do. It worked okay in less sophisticated times then. Gradually, a century ago, it came undone amid rapid changes and creeping powerlessness to incorporate those changes. The causes? Mass industrialization, expanding international trade, escalating financial complexity, and much, much more. Curiously, laissez-faire advocates never accepted paradigm adjustments incorporating these changes. For them, the original version is like old-time religion. For them, it isn't about how the economic world actually works, but rather the simplistic, orderly way in which they believe it should work. Absent policy gaps, they blame on progressive politics. Parenthetically, next, the president, ever the hotelier, seizes on the downside of inviting a zombie for a White House stay. It's his disgusting breath, remarks Trump, like Smith hasn't brushed in, maybe 200 years. So when next we view the prez, he is summoning a second zombie economist, Joan Robinson, sometimes known for unflattering comments about other people's breath. When the sometimes snarky Robinson arrives, Trump assures, a humiliated Smith will be forced to take action on his killer halitosis. Death and bad breath aside, Adam Smith borrowed key pieces of his worldview from physical scientist Isaac Newton. Think about planets circling the sun in perfect order. Visualize a 2-planet economic-like solar system in which one orb, firms, sells goods and buys labor from the other orb, households. The latter buys goods and then sells labor services to pay for them. This circular pattern, economic true believers assert, reflects the natural order, God's order. No leakages, no unsold goods, no unemployment. Everything goes around perfectly, just like the planets circling in our perfect solar system. Economic orderliness Claims, of course, can neither be proven nor disproven. Instead, innate orderliness exists not within the realm of reality or objective science, but only within the realm of subjective belief. A related belief also on the ideological right sometimes goes by American exceptionalism, that uniquely we are a land of opportunity anchored in work, personal initiative, and entrepreneurial spirit. However, pity the undeserving poor who won't pull themselves up by their bootstraps, they say. These folks, it is asserted, take a free ride on the so-called nanny state for medical care, housing, food stamps, whatever. But look out. In Trump's presidency, the nanny state will be collapsing from beneath them. Curiously, many of these same folks have been Trump voters. Whatever. Without tough love, Donald Trump and Paul Ryan muse, how can the downtrodden master self-reliance, master saving for a rainy day, master preparation for frugal economic times ahead when finally government's welcome mat is withdrawn? Is this the natural evolution of Adam Smith's moral philosophy? Fast forwarded to 2017? And what about economist Joan Robinson? Is she on the same page? Well, who knows? With her arrival imminent, the staff report a recent call with a challenge for the Donald, something about a time-honored Cambridge tradition, they report, of challenging one's intellectual opponent and then drinking that opponent under the table. Is this what Joan Robinson has in mind as she greets our new president?